and today I'm making a video. I'm finally getting around to making why I quit keto, even though it made me lose weight, and what I'm doing today to still lose weight. I have teased this video out for a very long time and I just have not gotten around to doing it. I don't know why, I just didn't. I filmed it one time and then I was like, Jesus, you're just all over the place, which if you follow me, then you know that's me, that's my life, that's my aesthetic, that's my vibe. I'm usually all over the damn place. I guess I'll start with when I started the keto diet, why I started the keto diet. So I started keto, I think around the beginning of like 2019, probably around January 1st. Y'all know the deal. January 1st, new year, new me. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's like, I'll deal with this. New Year's resolution, I'm losing weight and I'm fucking being a better person. I'm doing all the things, right? I started that around the beginning of 2019. When I first heard about keto, it started out for me, like I'm sure it started out for many of you, which was all your friends on the Facebook and on the Instagram and everywhere are like, I did keto, made me lose 40 pounds. I lost 30 pounds in a month and I did keto. And you're like, what is this keto? What is this keto? What is that? What does that even mean? So like, I'm sure many of you, I went and did my research and realized that essentially at the bare bones of it, it's just basically cutting out carbs, cutting out sugar. That's essentially what it is. So I was like, fuck yeah, I could do that. I could totally fuck with that. I will fuck up a charcuterie. I'm a total meat and potatoes type of bitch. I could do this. I could do keto and I could lose a bunch of weight. My weight has fluctuated my whole entire life. As an overweight person, it just is what it is. That's what you do. You fluctuate. You go up, you go down. It is what it is. At my heaviest, I was 279 pounds. I lost over 100 pounds the healthy way. I was 279 at my heaviest, and then I got down to around 170, and I stayed that way for years, just being me, just eating normally and whatever else. And then I don't know what flipped, if it was hormones or what. I got very fucking addicted to sugar, very addicted to sugar, and I felt like this insatiable need to, after every time I would have supper or lunch or whatever, that I would have to have a dessert, and I would have to have a big dessert and a very, what's the word, indulgent, we'll use dessert. And I don't know what it was. It just flipped for me. And once you start on a path of eating a lot of sugar, your body gets addicted to that sugar. So you not only are eating all this sugar, but you're consistently craving the sugar as well. So whatever the fuck it was, flipped a switch for me, and that happened. And I put on around 30 pounds over the span of probably like, I would say like from 2017 to like the end-ish of 2018, I put on around 30 pounds. And it's not that I like felt some sort of way that I was like, oh my God, I'm so fat, I can't look at myself. It wasn't that for me. For me, it was, damn, I feel like shit. Damn, I'm tired all the time. I can't walk up a flight of stairs without losing my fucking breath. Something's gotta change. So that's what got me into keto. As I said, I first saw keto like popping up on the Facebook and on the Instagram and everything else. And I looked into it and thought, I can really fuck with this. So I started my journey on keto, and at the beginning I was like, yes, is that a fuzzy or a gnat? Oh, it's a fuzz from a sweater. Yes, I can do this. I can fuck this up because I'm such like a bare bones, like meat and potatoes type bitch. I love some cheese. Like I said, I'll take a charcuterie out, girl. I can do this. And I loved it. I was like, this is the easiest diet I've ever been on. I lost 11 pounds the first week I did it, and I was like feeling fucking fantastic. And then the second week I was feeling fucking fantastic. And then what I realized was anytime I wanted a little tweet, a little cheat, if you will. Anytime I wanted to, I don't know, go up to fucking Tim Ho's and get a donut hole, just one donut hole, it would shoot me back into that like keto flu-esque type feeling where your body is transitioning from having carbs to not having carbs, and you know, your body is in that metabolic state of transitioning from burning carbs to burning fat. Mind you, let me just put this out there, put it out on the table, put it all out on the table. I did not see a doctor or a nutritionist. Like, who the fuck does? Who does that when you start a diet? Like, sure, if you're like super healthy guy, fucking doing all the things and lifting all the weights and doing this, you know what I mean? Sure, do that or something. Or if you have some type of illness or, you know, some type of deficiency where you physically have to see a doctor before you start any type of diet regimen, sure. But as a normal ass, everyday ass bitch, who does that? I don't do that. Do you? You don't do that. Nobody does that. You know, nobody goes to the doctor and fucking gets like put on this, like, this is what you do. You know what I mean? Nobody does that. Not everyday people don't do that, right? Unless you're like a health guru. People don't do that. So, I started the keto, and like I said, I started out with like no carbs and doing the thing, and I felt great for like the first month. And at first it was super exciting. It was exciting, like fabricating all the things and like finding new recipes and making new things and like this much fat and this much protein and whatever else. And by the way, I never counted macros either. Like, I never got that deep into it, thank glob, because I don't think I could fuck with that. But I was at the beginning stages also not doing dirty keto. Like, I wasn't eating a bunch of processed shit. I wasn't eating like the keto cookies and I would eat Quest bar and like shit like that, but it wasn't something that I was like living off of, was Quest bars and Atkins bars and whatever else. And the reason is because, y'all, I live in a very small rural community, okay? We ain't got no Trader Joe's. We ain't got no Whole Foods. Like, I go to the fucking Myers, and that's about the only grocery store I have. And my Myers is not very keto friendly, if you catch my drift. Like, literally, the only like keto-esque type shit that we have at my Myers is the fucking butcher and the produce area, and then like in the frozen food section we got a pizza that has cauliflower crust on it, but like it still has a bunch of carbs. And then we have that Real Good stuff, you know what I mean? Like, if you don't know what Real Good is, it's like basically frozen ass keto food, processed ass keto food. But at first I wasn't doing that. I wasn't like eating all the processed keto foods. I was making everything myself. So at first I was doing really well. I was eating meats and vegetables and that's it. And the problem was that it was really hard for me to sustain at first because my family was like not all about it. And slowly but surely I started making recipes that they would like and transitioning them into it too. And everything was gravy. And then, as I said, I noticed that when I wanted a little cheat tweet, that if I ate a donut hole, I would feel like shit again for a couple of days. And I tried all the keto, what are they called? Ketorade or whatever the hell they call keto Gatorade shit. I took magnesium supplements. I took a lot of sodium intake, like all the things that were deficient while you were on keto, I was trying to supplement. I was doing all the things I thought I should have been doing. Mind you, I wasn't going to a doctor. Yes, I know this. But I still had that like momentary lapse because you just want to be a fucking person, you know? You just want to, I want to go to a birthday party. I want to eat a piece of cake and ice cream and be okay with it. But I wasn't, because it made me feel like shit. So because of that, because of me wanting to transition back into being a normal ass bitch, it almost got to the point where like I would do keto during the week, and then during the weekends I would go out to eat with my family, and I got sick and tired of trying to find things on the menu that were keto friendly because I fucking don't live in a big city. where restaurants have fucking keto menus, you know what I mean? So I'd be like, can I have like a chicken breast with nothing on it, with some asparagus? Could you please not cook that in any sauce? Thanks. It just was like, it sucked, you know? And then what I also realized was that after a while, being on keto was not sustainable in order for me to live a happy fucking life. The problem with me, and this is me personally with keto, is that I do not believe it's sustainable. And I know there are probably keto people out there that are like, vegan is sustainable, do this and this and this. But I also feel like the people who claim that keto is sustainable are primarily people who are collecting monetary gain off of believing that keto is sustainable. Like, I feel like all the bloggers and the vloggers and the Instagram fucking people and the Facebook fucking people, like, would you be on keto as long as you have had you not made thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars off of that? Like, I'm just throwing this out there, and I'm sure that they are happy with whoever they are. It is just the first person that popped into my head is Keto Connect. I think they're lovely people, and I love their recipes, and the reason why I'm following them is because I love the things that they do, and I love their blog. But I feel like, would you still be on it if there was no monetary gain? Is that what you would still do? Like, if you weren't making hundreds and thousands of dollars from your blog, your cookbooks, your YouTube channel, is that what you would still be doing? Or would you just be eating healthier? Maybe they would, who knows? But for me personally, I don't feel like it's something that I felt deep in my soul was going to be sustainable and something that I could live out the rest of my life doing, because it's so restrictive. And for me to be happy, to have something so restrictive is it's just not in the cards for me. And I'm still losing weight to this day, and I will get into a little bit how I'm still losing weight to this day. But I feel like in order to excuse me, sir. He must be having some real crazy puppy dreams. So sorry. What was I talking about? Oh yes. In order for me to be happy with myself, with my body, with my life, keto was just not the way to go. It was too restrictive. I felt like when I went out to eat with my family, when I went out with my friends, for me to have to, like, again, figure out what I wanted to eat rather than just controlling my portions and eating that way, it just didn't make me happy. It made me miserable. And not just miserable mentally, but I don't know, maybe there's something wrong with my body, because as I said, I didn't go to a doctor. But for me, it just made me feel like shit. And not made me feel like shit in the way of, oh, I'm so depressed because I can't have sugar and carbs or whatever. But it gave me, whenever I was like on strict keto and, you know, I was fucking doing the most and doing like the macro, the carbs, whatever, whenever I was doing the most with the keto, I had this weird, like, zombie, like, it wasn't like I had energy. I don't know. It's so fucking hard to explain. I don't even know how to explain it. It's so hard to explain. But whenever I would be, you know, strictly doing keto, even out of the keto flu or whatever, when my body was in ketosis and I was supposed to be this, like, energetic, like, whatever person, I felt fucking weird. Like, I don't want to say it was depression, but it was just this weird, numb feeling in my brain that I could not get past. It was odd. And the minute I ate something outside of keto that I don't know, just for example, like not anything that's like crazy unhealthy, but you know, just a normal ass something, I would feel great. I would feel fantastic. For example, I remember I was like strictly dickly keto. You know, I had been on keto. I hadn't, you know, this one weekend I was doing really good, or the weekend before this particular weekend I was doing really good, and I didn't like have any cheats or anything like that. And I was feeling really fucking weird, just weird. And I went to this birthday party and I just had a really small piece of cake, and it was like as soon as I had that cake, I felt so much better. I was so much happier. It wasn't even like a mental thing. I don't want to say so much happier, but just like my body felt better. And I don't know if that's just something wrong with me physically, or you know, if there's some kind of ailment that I've had. I don't know what it is, but all I know is it just did not work for me, even though I was losing weight on it, and at times I felt really good on it. But what I will say about it is that it did help me control my portions, because when you do keto, you're a lot more satiated or a lot more full because of the high fat content and the low carb content that you're intaking. Like, it did make you a lot more full. So for me, it helped me to be able to control my portions a little more. It helped me to alleviate my sugar addiction. The keto helped me start out on it, and then I know, as crazy and corny as it sounds, y'all know I fuck with the law of attraction. The law of attraction is a real thing, girl. So for me, I kept scripting and writing down and telling myself, like, I am so grateful that my body is in good health. I'm so grateful that I am not addicted to sugar. I am so happy because now I am able to eat normal foods without overeating. Did things like that, and I eventually trained my brain into controlling my portions and controlling the things that I craved. So because I was constantly putting it out into the universe that this is what I want, this is what my body wants, it was coming back to me, and that is what I crave now. I crave healthy foods. Now I just eat healthier. Do I still eat processed shit? Do I still have some cake at the birthday party? Yes, beach, I do. But I just don't eat mounds and mounds of it. I control the portion amount that I take, or that I intake, and I'm so much happier now. I really feel like if you sit yourself down and meditate and really internalize why you want to lose weight and what makes you happy, internalize the issues that you have with weight, then you get down to why you want to do it in the first place. For me, I am completely confident in my body, my looks, and everything else. The reason that I wanted to lose weight was because I wanted to feel better. And now I feel better because I have trained my brain into feeling better and into craving the things that I feel like are better for my body. I just feel better all around, and I don't need keto to do that. I don't need any diet to do that. Sarah, that is primarily the reason why I quit keto, even though I was losing weight from it, because it just did not make me happy. For me personally, in my opinion, girl, sorry about all the crazy dog noises, it was not going to be something that was sustainable for my lifestyle. And now I'm like way happier than I was when I was on keto. And even though I was like losing weight rapidly, and even though it did cause me to lose 20 pounds in a very short amount of time, I still am happier losing like a pound or two a week, which is basically what I'm doing now because I'm eating so much healthier, and because I have trained my brain into thinking that my body craves healthier things. I crave healthier things. Again, still eat processed shit. It's just not something that I'm living off of now. It's okay to treat yourself once in a while, as long as it's not something that becomes overbearing. like it did before, and you know, overbearing to the point where it's making me gain weight like it did before. So that is the that on that, girl. That's basically why I quit keto, because it was making me fucking miserable. Not miserable like mentally, but just, I don't know, it just made me feel weird. It made me feel weird. I don't know if it was something I was doing. I don't know if there's something wrong with my body, where my body just does not jive with it. But I really do, even though I know I went off on a rant and was like, who fucking goes to a doctor before they do a diet? I would really suggest trying to see a doctor and asking your doctor what they think of it and what they think the best or healthiest option for you is. I'm not like more into holistic medicines than I am traditional medicines. So for me, like, I just wasn't going to do that. But if you try keto out and maybe it's just not working for you, or you're feeling some kind of way about it, then maybe go to a doctor. If it's something that you really want to do, if it's something that you think is really going to make you happy, then, you know, do that, girl. Excuse me. He got allergies. His allergies is flaring up. I'm going to have to give him some medicine. So anyways, that is that on that. Like I said, my dog is obviously getting restless, and I'm probably going to have to let him go outside now. So, did I mention all of it? Did I cover everything I wanted to cover? I think so. Even though I had a lot of disruptions, hopefully I got through everything. If you guys have any questions, or if I left anything out that I forgot to talk about, I'll leave it in the description box. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, I don't know why you would, because I ain't a nutritionalist. This is just my personal experience. But if you do, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. And that's it. That's it for my video. I'm done recording myself now. So I will talk to you guys later. I love you guys so much. And thank you for watching. And I will catch you guys in my next one. Peace.